you off the hook pretty soon. Yeah, I've noticed in the last, say, 10 years, a huge growth in Indian philanthropy, quite apart from the 2% law. And it feels to me as though much of that philanthropy is getting increasingly strategic and impactful. Could you comment on how you see the Indian philanthropy scene growing?
I think there's an awakening of philanthropy. I don't see a huge growth in philanthropy other than building edifices. There needs to be a sensitivity to the fact that you can build hospitals, schools, temples, such. They have their value, but that amount of money going out to the people is really the key. And if one can make that happen in a meaningful way that moves the energies, the innovativeness, and the intuition of the Indian businessman to the people of India, rather than building edifices which have names and monuments, which is traditionally the manner in which philanthropy used to be given, then we would reach out and benefit many of the people. And the sad part is we're a country now of over 1 billion people, growing at a very fast rate. And those people have aspirations of their own. Young kids want to be prosperous people. They want to have livelihood. We need to do something to make that happen.
Yeah.
So I believe that philanthropy needs to be in a form that relates to the people, not providing them edifices only. There's a need for hospitals, there's a need for schools, there's a need for temples, but there's a need much, much larger waiting for them with the people.
I'm encouraged, for example, by the short history, maybe 10 years of Dasra, which is an organization committed to bringing younger entrepreneurs into philanthropy and actually teaching them how to analyze an organization, how to volunteer, how to give money. And I'm hoping that there will be other organizations like that around India. That's in Mumbai, but they now are operating in Delhi and I think several other states. And that seems to me the kind of thing, especially with the new generation, that could bring more people into philanthropy that goes beyond, as you say, just building buildings.
It could. I'd just like to say something. We're sitting here today in the aftermath of a calamity in Nepal, little country, far, far away, great devastation. And that's another example where we have people spinning their wheels, we have governments not knowing what to do, we have philanthropists who haven't stepped forward as yet to meaningfully do something. These are the moments when the world has to come together and not lose sight of a small country at the foothills of the Himalayas where devastation has taken away the low livelihood that these people have. And that's an example of what can we do, what can philanthropy do, what can governments do at those times of needs, and what should be done to rehabilitate a nation.
Thank you so much for bringing that in. It really brings it down to earth with something that's